This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life.
Hey, hello, what about you? So, I've been talking in the last couple of episodes about the big influence our primitive brain has on how we behave. Essentially, we're still all, at least in part, caveman and woman, but we're kind of cast adrift in the modern world. This is why we feel stressed so often, and this is why we can feel so much calmer out in nature because that appeals to the primitive side of our brains, helps us feel safe. And feeling safe is what our brains are craving all the time. Actually, if you really want to double down on that, when you're next out in nature, take off your shoes and socks. Your inner cave person will really enjoy the feeling of earth beneath their feet. Now, I'm not saying that you have to wear a loincloth and pretend you're that fella from Ghosts, but being barefoot on the earth is a recognized wellness practice. It's also known as grounding or earthing. So maybe give it a go. But I particularly today wanted to talk about sound and how that can help us feel calmer and less stressed. I'm talking about natural sounds here, and there's one natural sound in particular that our brains are hardwired to respond to, and that is birdsong. So, in prehistoric times, our ancestors would have known that when you can hear the birds, that's a sign that everything's okay, that you're safe, because birds tend to go quiet when they can see a predator or any kind of danger. So if you can hear the birds, that means that there's much less likely to be any danger around. And our ancestors would have known this, and our brains, on a deep and instinctive level, still know it today. Birdsong is relaxing because it's a sign that we are safe. As I mentioned before, your brain's trying to keep you safe all the time. The more you can tell it that you are safe, the calmer you will feel. So tune your ears into the birds. Listen out for birdsong. I've seen a lot of people recommending an app called Merlin recently, which identifies which birds are making which noise. So you might find that interesting. I'm not really that arsed personally. I don't care if it's a chaffinch or a sparrow or a long-tailed tit, but I do like this idea that birdsong is a naturally occurring, easy to access de-stressor. So when I'm out for a walk, I don't tend to put my headphones in and listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Instead, I prefer to just tune in to the natural world. Natural noises from living things, animals, birds, insects, that kind of thing. These are known as biophonic sounds. And there's lots of lovely science which has found that biophonic sounds will improve your well-being and your mental health. Hearing these sounds will reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. They will also trigger the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the rest and digest part of your nervous system. So it's the opposite of fight or flight, which is your typical stress response. For some people, biophonic sounds will also improve your attention span and your cognitive performance. So your brain will work better when you've been listening to natural sounds like birdsong and other animal noises. It's pretty powerful, don't you think? So I'm just encouraging you today to be more aware of the natural sounds around you as you move through the world. And you don't even have to go outside to do this. I'm sat here right now in my home office and I can hear birds outside all the time. To be fair, mostly seagulls because I live by the sea and they're not even all that nice seagulls. Let's face it, they've got a bit of that evil villain vibe to them. But even the terrible, raucous squawking of the seagull still has the power to help us feel less stressed. So listen out for it. I'll talk to you soon.